Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you a neat collection of Queen's Own Rifles items I picked up at a recent show. The only reason I picked up is it's unusual. Normally, I pass on it because every time I've talked to the Queen's Own Rifles, they say they don't have any money. But whatever, doesn't matter. So, we'll start at the not so exciting parts. So, officers' crossbelt plates. Both of them have the backing plates. They have some damage to the enamel that's probably been repaired at one time. So as you can see, the enamel's not perfect, but hey, as Bill likes to hear me say, it is what it is. So you're missing the screw nuts on there, which could easily be replaced, truthfully, but I won't bother. I'm just going to sell it as is. And the other plate, same thing. It's got damage on it. I didn't even take the tags off. I just showing it as is. So, but it's officers. The sergeant's model has red and black instead of the silverish and black. So there you go, silverish, new word, I guess. There you go, missing the nuts again, as I said. So is what it is. So then you have the little bugle horn. Again, I think that's been repaired. The nuts are on this though. There you go. I think it's missing a 2, but don't quote me on that. I believe it is. I believe it should have a number 2 in there. And I'm sure somebody who's in the Queen's Own is going to comment on that, but that's all right. So that goes on the crossbelt. And then you have this crossbelt. And you know what? So there you go. That goes on the crossbelt officers in this case. The problem is this is, in my opinion, inferior quality. They obviously cast these. You can feel the weight in them as compared to Victorian ones, which are really lightweight, silver, far better quality. I don't even know what this weighs, but it's not light. So normally this comes out right here and is a whistle. But in this case, and again, the nuts are missing, but whatever. So you can see the casting on it. It was obviously made as an expediency measure. They were trying to cheap out because they didn't want to spend the money. And I realize that this stuff isn't $5 to make. The good stuff is expensive. I'd rather spend the money, but that's just me. So whatever. I can't tell you when it was made. Probably in the 70s. They were just cheaping out and using poor quality. I understand they've gone to better quality since. It is what it is. There's a, I'll take that off. Wouldn't want you to see that price tag. It doesn't matter. I bought it. That's a Queen's Own Rifles Shako badge. It's much bigger than the cap badge, significantly so. It's also worn on the wedge cap, if I remember correctly, of the rifles. There you go. There's the lugs on the back. Notice I'm showing the back there, Bill. And there you are. Not my writing. That's okay. So that's neat. Then we have a Queen's Own Rifles Association from 1935. Shows a bunch of the members, Astrakhan hats, bunch of advertising. So, it's not garbage. It's 1935. It's a yearbook. So shows Sir Henry Pellatt and everything. So that's kind of neat. Then you get the historical album for the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada from 1858 to 1894. I honestly didn't even look in this book, truthfully. Let's see what's in here. Because what's most important to me is that. Yeah, so this is information on the regiment, ambulance corps of the Queen's Own Rifles, pioneers of the Queen's Own, and that is, did we give a date? No, it's probably 1894. So that's kind of, and there's pictures of them in mess dress and in full dress, as you can see. So that's nice. A company, B company with pictures. You know what? That's actually very nice. Nice booklet. And there's a nice little newspaper clipping in the back from someone named Young. I'm not sure. But whatever. It's missing a tiny piece of paper. But you know what? I don't know if the Queen's Own has it, but whatever. The reason I bought this, honestly, and I don't normally I throw this stuff out, like newspaper clippings, newspapers, I don't even bother with. They go in the bin. The problem with newspaper is that the acid it's printed on, the acid in the paper makes it disintegrate easily. So I try not to bother with newspapers. When people offer them to me, I'm like, I don't want them. They're just going to fall apart and they're going to get destroyed in my shop. And I know that because we're not pretty. We're working here. We're shifting stuff around all the time. It would get destroyed. Even if I put it somewhere safe, someone won't listen to me and they'll put something on it. Someone ordered a helmet the other day and it was 2 parts. and I know where the helmet was. So I go get the helmet. I'm looking around going, where's the rest? I find the rest of the helmet at the other end of the shop on a shelf. I don't know why it was there. I don't know who moved it. I have an idea, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I found it. That's all that matters. So, press cuttings. Visited the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada to the United Kingdom, 1910. Now, this is volume 1. Obviously, they'd had a couple different volumes. So, I don't normally, like I said, buy this stuff, but this I thought was important. So, maybe the Queen's Own want it. If not, some collector will want it. That's all good. So, all the different, lots of different, United Service Gazette, Daily Mirror, August 27, 1910. And you can see the shadow on the opposite page from there. I don't know who assembled this. I bought it because of what it was. You know, you can see it's been there forever on newsprint. And, you know, the only reason you know about newsprint is if you delivered newspapers as a kid. You remember coming home with black fingers because it was all over. It was ridiculous. So, you know what? It's everything you want to know about the Queen's Own when they visited England in 1910. Oh, look, this folds out. That's neat. So, all the newspaper clippings for this regiment for that era when they visited England. I don't know if the museum has it. I bought it because I'd never seen one, and it's totally something unusual and weird. And if they don't buy it, you know what? That's okay. Someone will buy it. Someone will want it. Like I said, I don't do any newspapers, but in this case, it's good. So hopefully someone will buy it off me. And if not, it's all good. It'll just sit here eventually. Everything sells eventually. It's just a matter of how much, right? Anyways, my show is November 8th on Lakeshore at the Legion. So check it out. It runs from 8 to 12. Dealer's entry is at 7 a.m. Entry to the general public is at 8, runs till 12, and entrance is the huge amount of $5. I just went to a show today and paid $20 to get in. It's $5. $5. That's it. It's $5. You had a table, they're already sold out. Sorry, as of this morning, they're $30. Far cheaper than anywhere else where they're 70, 90, 100 or more. Whatever, it's $30. I'm not here to gouge people. I'm here to expend the hobby. And there's no early entry, so forget it. Anyways, follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my Facebook page. Follow me on YouTube. Or wait, check out the website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. You'll be surprised what we put up there. We listed a lot of stuff today. So anyways, thanks for looking. You have a good day. Take care. Bye.